What's up? What's up? What's up? Hi, it's me again, LaShawn Bridges. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. As each week, I discuss with you guys politics and the uprunning Democratic presidential candidates for the year 2020. Okay, today, like I discussed in my last video, is going to be a very hot topic and a very serious topic today. I'm going to bring it, okay, as much as I can. In the time frame. So I'm going to talk today about mass shootings, Donald Trump, what's going on with him, racism in America, what's going on with that, the white supremacists, white nationalists, and also we're going to talk about the 4 congressional women that were attacked by Donald Trump, as far as in with his rhetoric of his comments about them. And so we're going to discuss it all. Okay, first of all, talk about mass shootings. Mass shootings, of course, we all know the rise, has been very, just growing. White supremacists and white nationalists have been at a high. Of course, we know in America, thanks to Donald Trump's rhetoric of dividing this country with racism. And besides his bordering security of building a wall to keep illegal immigrants from coming to America for refuge, that went completely wrong, in my opinion. When reporters reported that children were being separated from their parents. I'm sure you guys heard about that. And they were held in cages for long periods of time and long days with no food or water for hours at a time. And also, for several days at a time as well. Trump has showed, of course, many incidents in which he just didn't appear, to me, in my personal opinion, of being a caring president that looked out for all races, culture, and nationalities. For instance, take the incident when at one of Trump's rallies, when he attacked 4 congressional women, but one particular woman, which I'm going to let you guys hear in a minute, also known as the Squad, and chanted, at his rally, "Send them back." Donald Trump told the Democratic members in a tweet also to go back to their corrupt countries where they came from. Wow, can you believe that? That was a tweet. Now I'm going to let you listen to the rally in which he was talking about Omar, which is one of the congressional women that you're going to hear him talk about in his rally, and how he felt about her, which was not good, but we're going to listen to it in case you haven't heard. For those viewers, not familiar with that. Give me a second as I play that.
Or left that Americans speak of Al-Qaeda in a menacing tone and remark that you don't say America with this intensity. You say Al-Qaeda makes you proud. Al-Qaeda makes you proud. You don't speak that way about America. And at a press conference just this week, when asked whether she supported Al-Qaeda, that's our enemy. That's our enemy. They are a very serious problem that we take care of, but they always seem to come along somewhere. She refused to answer. She didn't want to give an answer to that question. Omar blamed the United States for the crisis in Venezuela. I mean, think of that one. And she looks down with contempt on the hard-working American, saying that ignorance is pervasive in many parts of this country. And obviously and importantly, Omar has a history of launching vicious anti-Semitic screeds.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there in case you guys have not heard about that. But that's what was going on at that time. In that particular video, which I, was able to show just a little bit of the audio version of the video. The Squad included, let's talk about the Squad. They included Representative Omar and Rashida Tlaib, I guess I'm saying her name right, and Representative Ayanna Presley. All 4 of these congressional women were, of course, left-wing. And Trump felt intimidated of their fight, about supplemental bordering security. So that's why he was attacking Omar specifically also for that. They've made remarks also against Trump, and they were talking about how he's a racist, which I agree. Trump has said remarks also, stating about our, former President Barack Obama and how he's not a natural born citizen of the United States, which we know is completely false. Obama do have a bona fide immigrant father, according to Vox.com. He did spend time abroad as a child, but our former President Barack Obama is a citizen of the United States. So Trump, your accusations are totally false. And as far as the squad members, 3 of them grew up entirely in the United States, and 2 of them don't even have immigrant parents. So what in the world are you talking about, Donald Trump? Despite this, Trump loves to castigate, all foreigners. He's Trump being Trump. That's just typical of him. Since Trump has been in office, the rise of white nationalists and, racism has continued to grow, and the mass shootings has definitely sparked our nation's attention. So far, there has been reported 20, listen to this, guys, 20 mass shootings since Trump has been in office. And the most recent mass shooting was in El Paso, Texas, where, according to intercepts.com, 20 people, wow, that's a lot of people, 20 people were shot and killed before the killer surrendered to the police. Patrick Crucis, I guess I'm saying his name right, the alleged shooter, who was just 21 years old. Oh my God, unbelievable. I have an older daughter that's older than him. My oldest daughter is 23 and my other daughter is 19. But he was just 21 years old, and he was, of course, a huge fan of, guess who? Donald Trump. Unbelievable, right? Not unbelievable, because I can see him being a supporter of Donald Trump. Okay, and he supported his policies. So right after the mass shooting, we get the shooting in Dayton, Ohio, in which at least 26 people were injured and 9 people were killed. And according to intercept.com, little is known about the Dayton, Ohio shooter, but a 4-page manifesto authorities believe was written by the shooter, Crusoe, and posted shortly before the El Paso attack, all fused by consistent hateful rhetoric and ideas from guess who? Of course, Donald Trump. The manifesto declared immediate attacks on Hispanic people, discussing them to be traitors, race mixing, interracial unions, yet other reason to send them back, it stated. I wonder where they got that quote. Okay. Many Democratic candidates feel that Trump is, of course, a white supremacist or racist, and according to AOX.com, Elizabeth Warren told the New York Times that without hesitation, that Trump gave white supremacists aid and comfort. He's alone, done the wink and the nod, she said. He has talked about white supremacists as fine people. Really, Trump? Fine people. He's done everything he's can to stir up racial conflict, in my opinion, and hatred in this country. And she believes the same. That's what she quoted. She said also that she feels that he stirred up a lot of racial conflict. I agree. Our other presidential candidate of choice, presidential candidate, not my presidential candidate of choice, but Democratic presidential candidate Beto O'Rourke told MSNBC that Trump made it very clear that he's a white supremacist. Those were his statements about Trump. And of course, the other Democratic presidential candidate, Bernie Sanders, told CNN's Jake Tapper that he believes that Trump is a racist. These are just a few of the many Democratic candidates who believe that Trump is definitely a racist. And I forgot to mention Joe Biden, who, is our Democratic presidential candidate also. And he stated that he believed that President Trump has fanned the flames of white supremacists in this nation. Those was his quotes. And according to the Washington Post, on December 2016, I found out a poll by the Pew Research Center said that 54% said that Donald Trump has done too little to distance himself from white nationalist groups who believe that whites should be favored over other people from other races and cultures. That's a high percentage. 54%. 54% of them people also of Americans in those 3 polls showed that Trump's decisions have encouraged and fused the rise of white nationalists all over the country. Okay? And Trump has even showed no signs to me of any kind of sympathy for people who have loved ones due to mass shootings of hate. He hasn't. A gunman, matter of fact, identified as Connor Betts, only 24 years old, was killed by the police after committing a mass shooting in Dayton, Ohio. He killed, now listen to this, his own sister. Wow. Megan Betts. And this was the second mass shooting after the mass shooting in El Paso, Texas. 9 people, you guys, check this out, ended up getting killed and 27 others injured. And authorities are not sure what triggered this terrible incident. But we do know that this mass shooting happened within 24 hours of the El Paso shooting. So since then, according to CNN, there have been, listen to this, 3 more possible mass shootings. But they were stopped before they could do damage by authorities. Thank God. Who knows what would have happened. Too many people would have been lost lives again. 3 men were arrested in 3 other different states who expressed interest or threatened to carry them out. And thanks from tips from the public, these incidents were stopped immediately. Whew, that's a close one. Also found that in Connecticut, 22-year-old Brandon Wakshaw was arrested after expressing interest of committing a mass shooting on Facebook. How many of you guys use Facebook? I'm one of them. And from the FBI Norwalk Police Department. He allegedly, check this out, told his ex-girlfriend that a good 100 kills would be nice. A good 100 kills? So he pretty much wanted to go out and commit murder and kill 100 innocent people and take the lives of 100 innocent people. Wow. Unbelievable, but that's what we're dealing with, you guys, in today's society, in today's America. Then Tristan Scott, Wicks of Daytona Beach, was arrested in a Winn-Dixie parking lot after a series of texts were discovered by his ex-girlfriend to commit a mass shooting, and the ex-girlfriend immediately alerted authorities. The 25-year-old stated in one of the texts that he wanted to open fire on a crowd of people. What is going on with these people? It's like people are just losing their minds, okay? He said that a school would be a weak target. And he said, I'd be more likely to open fire on a large crowd of people from over 3 miles away. I want to break a world record for longest confirmed kill ever. Unbelievable. He said he wants to break a world record for longest confirmed kill ever. It's like these mass shooters that are trying to come out and commit these murders think they're some kind of celebrity or something. They want to be seen and showed to the world. Yes, look at me, I did this. Unbelievable, but this is what we're dealing with. Authorities confiscated a hunting rifle of 400 rounds of ammo from Wick's apartment, and he was, of course, immediately arrested. Now, the last most recent possible mass shooting threat was from a 20-year-old Ohio man named James Patrick Reardon, and he was arrested for threatening to carry out a shooting at a Youngstown Jewish Community Center. Oh, gosh, guys. And on Reardon's Instagram account, it showed that a man firing a gun. Now, someone immediately shared this post with the authorities, and on Reardon's Instagram account were anti-Semitic comments like white nationalist content and images of Reardon or someone else shooting guns. So they wasn't sure that it was Reardon, but the person that appeared on the Instagram account looked like Reardon. So they want to definitely, the authorities want to jump on this as soon as possible before he commits a crazy crime like mass shooting. So as you see, since Donald Trump has been in office, there has been many incidents that continue to occur, fueling up hate, mass shootings, and white nationalists. And in my opinion, Donald Trump's comments toward other races have definitely fueled a lot of negative racial attention toward people. And innocent lives are constantly being destroyed. This country is being divided, and we need to just get Trump out of office, period. I don't even know why he's still our president. I don't know why he's not impeached yet. I have no earthly idea. That's just my opinion, but I feel like he needs to be out of here. He needs to be fired. He should have been fired a long time ago. He should have been impeached. That's just my personal opinion, because there's just too many incidents occurring between the racism comments that he constantly states in his rallies, and between the mass shootings that's people are being fueled by Donald Trump's racist remarks constantly. I mean, it's unbelievable. We need a president who cares. And this is why am voting for Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang, for those of you who are not familiar with him, like in my last video I explained, he's not a regular politician. He's actually have a degree in economics, and I feel like that he would be a great president for the United States because he actually cares about the people, unlike Donald Trump. That's my opinion. But I do feel like he cares about the people. Just like he cared about this mother that had lost her 4-year-old in a mass shooting. And I'm going to play that, about how he comforted this woman and let her know that he cares about her and he can relate to her because he has children himself. I have children. So, my children are grown, but despite the fact that they are grown, I still have children and I can relate to these incidents. Any mother and any person out there, mother, father, whoever, can relate to these mass shootings. We need a president that actually cares about the people and about the lives of the people and favors our citizens of America and actually, want to see our, people thrive in a good economy, without all these crazy incidents of these mass shootings. So I'm going to let you listen to a quick video. I'm going to leave you with this video and let you decide for yourself of how he talks about exactly that in the video. Okay, so give me a quick second as I pull this up. And I'm going to let you listen to the audio about how Democratic presidential candidate Andrew Yang discusses his passion for this woman that had lost her loved one, her 4-year-old. Can you imagine that? Losing a 4-year-old. She's trying to go to school. She's trying to have the first day and have a good day and fun day. And her mother will not be able to experience that. It's so sad. Thanks to the mass shooter that killed her daughter. So that's what we're facing in America today, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to play it just a minute. It's boosting as you guys listen. It's trying to play. It's trying to boot up here for a second. It's coming.
Daughter Dayla was struck by a stray bullet in March 2011. My son, my daughter's twin brother, witnessed what happened that day. She died 2 days later. Firearms are the second leading cause of death for children and teenagers in the U.S., but 4.6 million American children live in homes with at least one gun that is loaded and unlocked, and hundreds of them gain access to a gun and unintentionally shoot themselves or someone else every year. As president, how would you address unintentional shootings by children?
Thank you for that. Can I give you a hug? Is that be appropriate? I have a 6 and 3-year-old boy, as I'm imagining. I was imagining it was one of them that got shot, and the other saw it. I'm so sorry. The biggest downside of running for president for me has been I don't get to see my family very much. So I get pictures, I FaceTime, and see pictures of my boys, and just that scene that you described, I'm sorry, it's like very, very affecting. You're right that when there's a gun in the household, you're more likely to have a child get shot or the owner get shot than to kill, let's say, an intruder into the house. Those are just numbers. Those are just the facts. So one of the things we can do, and it's very hard to get into Americans' houses where all of these guns are, but if we can convince Americans that personalized guns are a good idea, then again, if the child gets a hold of the gun and it can't do anything with it, then it just becomes a very heavy, expensive prop. And that's something that we can push.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there because that was just a little audio version of what he was trying to say, And, I really, commended him on his, passion for human life. I mean, we need a president that actually really cares about human life. That instead is not doing like Donald Trump did, like when people are getting murdered in mass shootings and people losing their loved ones, so worried about the hospital glorifying him for being president and showing his face at the hospital. Can you guys imagine? Did you guys hear about that? That was crazy. Like, he's giving thumbs up, literally saying, this is me. Hey, yeah, I'm here. Okay, so what are you going to do about these mass shootings? We don't care about you putting a thumb up and saying hi to everybody at the doggone hospital. He was acting like he's a celebrity at the hospital instead of discussing what are we going to do about the loved ones that have lost their loved ones, thanks to mass shootings and the continuous mass shootings that are going on in America. So I can commend Andrew Yang's passion for life and how he reached out to the woman that lost her 4-year-old. That could have been any one of us, you guys. And I look at it like that, I'm 41 years old, and I look at it now from a very mature perspective. I mean, because if you look at it and you can see, you can almost feel what she felt, as a mother. Any mothers out there, you can feel her pain. That could be any one of us. Any one of us could have lost a child, and that is something that you can't even imagine. I don't even want to imagine that, really, to ever lose my child. I can't even imagine what she's going through or how she feels, but I know it's very painful, to lose a loved one, not long a child. So, that's why I'm voting for Andrew Yang. It's not about just his freedom dividend of $1,000 a month, which is what he's pushing for every citizen to have. That's one of his main policies that he want to push and put in place if he becomes a president. But he also shows that he cares about the citizens of America. He cares about people, and he has a genuine love for people and the lives of people, which is what we need as a president. We need a president that actually truly cares about human life, okay, and about gun control in America, because America is one of the supposed to be land of the free, but we're one of the countries that's supposed to be rich, a rich country, but we one of the countries out of the many that have all these shootings that's going on. Something needs to be done about this. So you guys leave a comment. I've talked and rambled enough. Let me know what your opinions about this video. If you like the video, what do you want to talk about, discuss about the video? What are your concerns? Let me know at the end of the comment section. Also, click like if you like this video, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and click the bell for further notifications. And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.